Good. Well, I was going to say good morning, but it's actually afternoon now. I'm used to doing most of my videos in the mornings, but this morning I got up and I was a little bit busy and also had some company in here, so I couldn't do my video. And I really didn't feel like going holing up in the bathroom this morning. I'm working on my sitting room, and I've got a real pretty curtain in there, and I'm trying to make room, and I want to do some of my videos in there, but I'm not ready yet. So I have time now to do my video here in my kitchen, and I'm actually taking a break, and I've got some iced tea. Um, I had just a little bit of hot tea this morning when I got up, but I didn't really have time to drink very much of it. And so I allowed myself to take a break and have some good, refreshing cold tea. So that's what I'm having is cold tea. And I'm not having a whole lot, but I have to have some tea. And I actually snacked on something I found at the store yesterday. It's called Biscoff cookies. I have a bad habit of not eating anything hardly during the days, even getting up in the morning. I'm not a breakfast person, and I may have my tea but not eat anything. And really, sometimes I don't eat anything all day long until maybe supper time. And sometimes I may eat a little snack in the middle of the day, and sometimes I don't even do that. And it's not good for me. And the doctors are always on me and tell me I need to eat something. So I looked to see if I could find some little snack I could eat maybe in the mornings or midday. And I'd heard of these Biscoff cookies before, but I wasn't sure if I'd like them or not. And so I thought I would just try them. And I ate a couple just a few minutes ago with my tea, and they're really not that bad. They're really not that sweet. They're kind of crunchy. So I'll probably get them again. They're just little cookies. They come in a pack like this, Biscoff. It says airline size, and I have no idea what that means, unless it just means that you can take them on an airline. They're airline approved, maybe snacks to carry in your luggage or whatever. I don't travel as far as airlines, so I have no idea. So that's the only thing I know. They had two different packs. This pack, and they had a smaller pack. The cookies were smaller, maybe about like this. But that pack, when you open the cookies, all the cookies were just open, and you would have to maybe seal them in a Ziploc bag or something like that. But I like this pack better because the cookies are individual. The cookies are a little bit bigger. There's two in a pack, and they're individual packs. So I like that better, so I could just maybe eat one pack, and all the rest of them were sealed up and would be fresh. So, like I said, I tried these, and for a snack with my tea or something, yeah, I'll probably eat these sometimes, just to get the doctors off my back, or just to say, I ate something, got a little bit of calories in during the day, so I'm not going all day long and not eating until supper time. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, is just taking a break, drinking my tea, and it's really good on a hot day. So yeah, and to tell you about my day yesterday, I didn't get to film anything because I was busy all day yesterday out running errands, and it was such a hectic day. Let me tell you what happened. So I went to the Walmart, and when I got out on the passenger side, me and my husband went. I got out on the passenger side, and I opened my door, and there was an SUV coming into the parking lot beside me. So when I got out, I got pinned in between my door, in between the door, because the SUV was just determined to come on in the parking lot beside me and not let me just get out and close my door. So I couldn't get back into the seat. So I was pinned in between my door, and the seat. So I was kind of scrunched up. And so, like I said, it was a lady driver. So she decided that she was just going to come on in. And my husband was telling me, get back in here. I said, I can't, because I couldn't get back up in there without opening my door. And she was determined to come on in. And so here I was, like, pinned up in between my door. So she come on in. And so she parked really close, so I could barely get my door open, to get out. So I finally got out, and I went on in Walmart shopping, which was very hectic in there. So we came out, and we had another smaller grocery store to go to because they were having a sale, and there was some things I needed that they had on sale. And then when I come out, there was somebody else. So I tried to get into my, door then, and somebody else was actually in their car or whatever beside me. So I was trying to get in my car, and they were deciding they were going to back out. So they were already in the parking lot place, and they decided to back out. So they decided they wasn't going to let me get in. So I had to just run to go in front of our Tahoe. We have a Tahoe. So I had to just run and get in front of my Tahoe because they were parked so close to us. And their side mirror was, stretched out so far. If I hadn't have went and run in front of our Tahoe, it would have just clipped me on my shoulder, and I have bad shoulders anyway. I'm currently having to have injections in my shoulders. So it was just one hectic day. It was like, anymore, before you leave the house, you have to pray before you leave the house to make sure, the Lord protects you and gets you home safe. And be sure your insurance is paid up, because you never know when you're out there, really, seriously. So what a day it was yesterday. And going into stores shopping anyway, it just wears me out before I get home. I just wore out when I get home anyway. So that was yesterday. It was just one day, really. And today I think I still have brain fog over it. I had commented on a post in Grandma Lois's, on her post to somebody else. I told them I had brain fog, and I still today, I'm not over it. So that was my day yesterday. And as for today, I'm really not doing a whole lot today. Just laundry, folding towels and things like that. And then, I don't know what time it is, probably close to 2 o'clock. And I still don't know what I'm going to make for supper today. I'm still not organized as far as my meals and everything, and I don't guess I ever will be. So that's that. And so be it. So yeah, and something on Grandma Lois's on her video today triggered me today as far as thinking back about old times and summertime. She was talking about whenever kids they used to swing out on grapevines, and she had a really pretty picture on her TV behind her, and it was a tree and a river, and then that's what got her talking about, when they were kids and they would go to the river and they would swing on grapevines. And I had made a comment back to her and told her that I had actually wrote a song about, it was called These Country Days, and a couple lines, and I told her about a couple lines in my song. And I would like to actually read that song to you all because it's country time, and it's made me think about back when we were children and we would go to the creek banks and swim in the river, and a lot of times we had makeshift swings, and we'd swing out into the river and everything. It just brought back about eating watermelon and going to Grandma's house. And so I'm going to read that to you today. It's a song that I wrote, and so yeah, just let me read that to you. Let me pull it up here. Just bear with me here. It's called These Country Days. It says, barefoot and running through the country fields so wide, mud between her toes and nowhere to hide. The sun's burning high, but we don't mind, living like we're free in our own sweet time. Swinging on a rope from an old oak tree, splashing in the river, wild and free. Sweet watermelon dripping down our chins. These country days are where the magic begins. Grandma's porch swing squeaks in the breeze. Fireflies dance under twilight trees. Hand-picked berries and lemonade slips. Life tastes better with dirt on your fingertips. Swinging on a rope from an old oak tree, splashing in the river, wild and carefree. Sweet watermelon dripping down our chins. These country days are where the magic begins. Yeah, these country days are where the magic begins. So I wrote that actually a few months ago before summer really began, because I was thinking about summer coming along and just thinking about summer. So Grandma Lois actually made me think about that song and made me reminisce. So if you don't watch Grandma Lois, you really need to, because she shares so much fun content and interesting content. She talks a lot about growing up, and I love when she talks about that. So just look up Grandma Lois, her channel, and I'll put her channel name. Her whole name is Grandma Lois Baird. I'll put it in my link. I'll put her link in my description. So you really need to go listen to Grandma Lois. We call her Grandma Lois, but she says that she has table talk, and it's really fun and interesting. So I would recommend her channel to anybody. So yeah, go listen to Grandma Lois, and I hope you have a blessed day today. No matter what you do today, I hope it's fun, and I hope you have a blessed day today. And remember that God loves you, and so do I.